Okay. Bill, why wasn't this part of the refi package?
It was, Rick, I believe it was.
Why didn't it get paid then?
From the documentation we received from the attorneys, it was certainly communicated to the attorneys that were working for the finance committee of the council that this was part of that package.
Why didn't it get paid then? Well, why does it still exist?
Just the 17
Yes.
David?
If I could add it, because I was in most of those meetings, it was certainly discussed as part of the refinance package, and it was determined based on a variety of factors not to include it in the bigger package. And as far as all the details as to why that decision was made, I can't tell you today, but I will tell you that it was discussed at length.
Would one of the factors have been that there was a mistaken belief that interest was not accruing on this note?
That might have been part of the question.
Lauren, would that be your recollection?
That would be my recollection.
Okay. So then maybe, regardless of how many factors are there, one of the largest ones was a misunderstanding, and it was not believed that interest was accruing, and so there was not felt to believe that there was an advantage to refinancing it, which we now find is an error. Do we know who provided the information that interest was not accruing?
Well, I will tell you that, and Lauren and I have had this conversation, is that I was under the understanding that there was interest accruing, but there's a document that states very specifically that interest was not accruing.
Actually, it probably doesn't really state it. And that's probably why it's ambiguous.
Because it's in the document about LIBOR plus 280, and there's been a lot of conversation, in the process, because I think, as you know, one of my concerns was looking at the amount of debt that we had at the time, and as a percentage of debt was unbearable rate. And so we focused on, really looking at getting as much of the debt at that time to a fixed rate. And so that was why we sliced and diced all the debt instruments that we had in a variety of ways. Now, was the question that the professionals were using, because we had people a lot smarter than me looking at this, and so was there a misunderstanding on that point?
There probably was.
I can't say that, but
it was a miss. I think that there actually were some documents that we didn't know about, but they did. So yeah. I think it just never was completely clear at the time.